This is shepherd's pie the way it's supposed to be made. Rich lamb, red wine, and a perfect pairing. Let's get right into this shepherd's pie. I've got my Yukon Gold potatoes for the topping, and I've got some water boiling back here, some salted water, and I'm gonna go ahead and get these boiled until they're nice and fork tender. Usually takes about 20 to 25 minutes. All right, so the potatoes are boiling. Let's go ahead and build this lamb filling. I'm gonna start in my pan with some olive oil. Got my ground lamb. All right, I wanna break the lamb up, and I wanna get this lamb browned really nicely. My lamb is brown. I'm gonna go ahead and add my onions, carrots, and celery, and I'm gonna cook that until they are softened. I'm gonna add my garlic. I wanna cook that just a couple of minutes. Next, I'm gonna add my tomato paste. I want that tomato paste to take on some color and darken a little bit. I'm gonna deglaze the pan with some red wine. I wanna reduce that wine by half. I'm gonna season it with some salt, fresh cracked black pepper. All right, I'm gonna add my beef stock. Got some Worcestershire sauce. Fresh thyme, straight out of my patio garden. Also got some fresh rosemary, straight out of my patio garden as well. I've got some peas. Fold those in. I'm gonna taste it and make sure the seasoning is okay. Seasoning is good. All right, so I'm gonna get my filling into this dish. All right, so I've got the filling in the dish. I'm gonna set this aside. I need to get these mashed potatoes done. I'm gonna pass my potatoes through this ricer. I'm gonna add my butter. Heavy cream. And I've got an egg yolk. Season the potatoes with some salt and white pepper. My mashed potatoes are done, and I'm gonna load them into this piping bag so that I can pipe them onto the top of the shepherd's pie. I've got the oven preheated to 375 degrees. This is gonna bake for 25 minutes, and then I'm gonna crank it up to broil and broil it for 2 or 3 minutes just to give it a nice color on top. I'm pairing my shepherd's pie with the 2019 Abeja Merlot. This is out of Washington State. This is a great example of Merlot done right. structured, balanced, and not overly soft. All right, beautiful dark color on the wine. On the nose, I'm getting baking spices, getting some cinnamon and nutmeg. Cassis. Little eucalyptus on the nose, little cedar maybe. Let's give it a taste. Medium bodied plus on the palate, really supple. And immediately you get dark fruit. Black cherry, plum. Maybe a little cocoa, some cedar, and earth, dirt. This is exactly what we need for the shepherd's pie. Let's get right into that. That's delicious. That lamb. If you love lamb, man, this is fantastic. Let's see if it pairs. Really good pairing. The fat from the lamb is softening the tannins in the wine, and right back in reverse, the wine is actually cutting through the richness in the shepherd's pie. But I gotta double check. This is so good. That is a perfect pairing. I'm Chef Glenn Bean, as always, eat well,